goody in the hoodie. This is Chrissy H and this is my first story time 50.
I guess I'm gonna have to call her back. I guess I'm gonna have to call her back. I guess we gonna have to go hit London, Paris, and Montego back.
My story time videos, I'm gonna be wearing PJs and a bonnet, sipping some tea because I want to be comfortable and y'all tell story times to go to sleep. So I'm gonna put y'all little to sleep today. Well, no, I don't wanna, because I'm funny. I'm not trying to push y'all to sleep. So let's move on with the story. So y'all see the title. Let me tell you about how I met this guy whose house I was trying to go to in the first place. So I'm gonna name him Bumbleclot. So me and Bumbleclot, we went to the same school. He is 1 grade older than me. So at the time that I met him, or I knew of him, I was a sophomore and he was a junior. So y'all already know, class of 2018. If you're a class of 2018, please like and comment down below and let me know where y'all going this fall, because Decisions Day was a couple of days ago. So let me know, yo girl, get your diploma. So I was in 10th grade and everyone knew who Bumbleclot was because he dated a girl that was in my grade, obviously. And let me tell y'all, when they would be fucking and grinding and whining and doing the nasty in the hallway, it's like if you walked in the hallway and we saw a used condom, it would be like, there goes Bumbleclot. The girl in my grade and Bumbleclot eventually broke up because, you know, he met me. I'm just kidding. I'm really a piece of shit. But they did break up under unfortunate circumstances. Me and him started engaging more in the next year. So when I was a junior and he was a senior, we shared 1 class together. And Bumbleclot's kind of those students who get in trouble. So it's like whenever he would say some dumb shit, I would just look up and be like, really, Bumbleclot? And we would always make eye contact. Probably every class we would make eye contact. Unless I look dusty, musty, crusty, and rusty, I ain't gonna look at you. But for the most part, we would always be looking at each other. And let me tell y'all this, guys. If you and a girl are making eye contact several times, then y'all just need to come up to us and stop playing these games. Now, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. This cup says girl boss on it, and it ain't lying. We're not gonna come up to you because we have crowns to keep on top of our heads. We ain't gonna tilt and let these crowns fall just to come talk to you. And you probably have a girlfriend or a small. No, you guys have to come to us. And unless you know you're weird or you're nasty, just come up to us. I'm just saying. Even though we made eye contact and had a little small conversation, you know, over test or over prom or him being a senior or whatever, we didn't really talk until the end of the year. Now, as a senior, we had the privilege of leaving about a month or more earlier than everybody else in the school. It wasn't until he left that we finally had a conversation. I guess I made the first move, but not really. Like, me and my close friends, we have a group chat on Snapchat, and so they would always be sending me his shit, and I would just be so confused because I'm like, I can't see anything. A lot of people have their settings set up where if somebody shares your story, you're not gonna let anybody else see it. I was like, it, I might as well add him. Now, they would always send me his stuff because he was a party type person, so he would always know where the parties are, so he was always lit. So I finally added him, and from the night that I added him, we would comment on each other's stories every now and then. Until one night, I don't know if it was me or him, probably my desperate thirsty, but we ended up on a phone conversation. You know, he gave me his number and I called him, and mind you, I wake up to go to school at about 5:30. We were on the phone until 3 a.m. Don't let nobody ruin your sleep schedule, your eating schedule, or your money schedule. Just saying. We were on the phone all night. You know, he was telling me about why him and the girl in my grade broken up. I'm not gonna air out their business, but you know, after they broke up, he tried to get her back. You know, he told me that he gave her roses, showed up where she was at, surprised her, and all this crap. And I was low-key getting teary-eyed because the most romantic thing a guy ever did to me was give me some fucking McDonald's, and I'm not even joking. And they ate some of it. It really touched me, all the things he did. But I never saw me and him together, especially because he's kind of a pretty boy. and you know, I'm in a bonnet, so I never really saw it working out. And from then he was like, you know, I want to hang out with you during the summer, especially before he went away to college. And so we tried to make that a plan. And then after we got off the phone at 3 a.m. he sent me a pic. Yeah. Did I send anything back? This story time isn't about that. So one day we made the plan for me to come over his house after work, and let me tell y'all, I worked at a noodle, I just worked a child labor noodle factory, but I had to wear a hairnet. So I literally go to the back of Macy's and I have to tie down my edges, waiting and making sure I look sleek enough to meet this man. Don't do this much, you know? It's not really all that worth it. So when I called him, he picked up the phone and he just woke up. And y'all know that voice I'm talking about. I was just like,
damn, I just woke up. Yeah, we still on for tonight.
I was like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. But he did tell me that he was gonna be a little bit busy and to take my time. So I just went out to eat, and it took a train from my work. It took a train ride and a bus ride to get to where he's at. So after I took the train to the station, I needed to wait for the bus. He did tell me his mom is still at home and he wasn't expecting that. So to wait a while. So I took my time and I was walking through his neighborhood. I realized that one of my close friends lives in the same area that he does, and they're about like 30 seconds apart. So, and I'm gonna call her Judy because she got a fat ass. And so literally I'm on the phone with one of my other friends, and when I get to his house, you know, I text him, I let him know. He comes out and he's on the phone. This was one of the most awkward encounters because it's like I'm on the phone, he's on the phone, and then we kind of give each other like a little hug, but we're both on the phone walking in circles. So he's on the phone and I'm on the phone saying, yeah, he's just on the phone, and this is kind of awkward. I hung up the phone on that friend and I called Judy and I was like, yo, bitch, you live like 30 seconds away. She's like, bitch, and I'm just like, we're so close. He gets off the phone. I'm still on the phone with Judy, and he's
like, yeah, my mom's still at home. We don't really have a place to go. I didn't know she was still gonna be here. She was supposed to be going out with her friends. So maybe we could just walk around for a bit and wait.
And all this goes on, and I see something in the corner of my eye. And guess who it is? It's Judy. Judy's literally speed walking down the street, and she's like, hey friends, hey guys, can you see me? I'm like, I know y'all probably have a Judy, and I am just so sorry. Judy comes up to us and she's like,
oh my god, I'm sorry, am I cog blocking?
Which was, you know, her intention. And I let her know, yeah, we kind of don't have anywhere to go. And then I'm like, we can go to your house. And Judy tries to run away from that idea, but we literally have nowhere to go right now. And I don't know if y'all feel the same, but I'm not the type of person to like walk around with the mosquitoes and the flies, and I like nature, as in like maybe fields of grass and beaches and water, but I don't like just having bugs everywhere, and I don't like being outside like that. I ended up following her to her house anyway. Me and Bumaclaw are like on her couch, we're play fighting, and I kid you not, I'm not, listen, I know what y'all kids mean when you're like, oh, when I see you, I'ma fight you. No, I'm actually gonna fight you. Like, I brought out a pole and I brought out a knife. Like, I wasn't playing, and I wonder why I'm single, you know? Yeah, it makes sense. After a while, we're still at her house, and he calls his mom and he's trying to figure out like, yo, are you leaving yet? Like, aren't you going out? I'm trying to have some friends over, and she's like,
hell nah, y'all make so much noise when you bring your friends over. I'm not going out, blah, blah, blah.
So the plan is kind of ruined. And so he had the bright idea to be like, no, he had the audacity to be like,
Chrissy, how would you feel being the first girl to come into my house with my mom home?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, no, no.
no, are you dumb? But Judy wants us at her house, so she's encouraging it out of the idea. And I'm just like, you know what? F it. It shouldn't be that bad. This is not the first time I had to go through this. So we're literally sitting there making a whole plot, a whole scheme to get into this woman's house. And I'm like, if we really had to make this whole plot to sit down and make a whole scheme of how we're gonna get into this house without making your mom pissed, if you're this scared, shouldn't I be even more scared? But trust me, throughout my further story times, y'all are gonna realize that I make these stupid decisions and it's just like,
I'm in danger.
you know, I'm not going through this plan without Judy. So me, Bumbleclaw, and Judy, we all walking back to his house. I just feel like I'm meeting death right now. Like, I have anxiety, so I was just like through the roof. And we eventually get there, so let me tell you how this goes. When you walk into his house, it's the living room, staircases to his room, and then the kitchen is right behind the living room. I don't know if that makes sense, but try to visualize it. So when we walk into the house, his mom is the first thing we see. She's laying on the couch in her bonnet and a nightgown. I'm not sure. She was just wearing some night clothing. Like, she was just chilling. And Bumbleclaw's like, you know, go say hi to her. Meanwhile, our plan was to, like, for me to say hi, don't even make a conversation, say hi and go straight upstairs. Don't converse with her. Just go right upstairs. So I go say hi. He's like, go kiss her. Now, if you're from the Caribbean, then usually the way you would greet somebody is like you kiss them on the cheek. Not like, you know what I mean, just like a side kiss. And I'm mostly Haitian, and, you know, and he was also from the Caribbean. So he told me to go over there and kiss her. And as I was walking there, she's like,
She ain't gotta kiss me. I don't even know her like that.
I was like, oh, okay, Barbara. Like, do I have herpes or something? I'm just trying to show some respect. But I kissed her anyway, you know? I was like, alright, it's a little awkward. And he's in the kitchen putting some food away. And I walk back to the door so I can see like his mom in the living room, but straight ahead from me I could see Bumbleclaw, I was just about to say his name, Bumbleclaw in the kitchen right behind her. And I'm looking at Bumbleclaw and he's like, go, go, go. Go to the room. I literally walk 1, 2, 3 steps up the staircase until she's like,
where are you going?
and I was like, my life. I don't even know where am I going, Bumbleclaw. Like, what? Bumbleclaw goes,
oh, you know, she's going up to my room. We're just chilling.
and his mom's like, no, she's not. And I was like, I guess I'm not. Bumbleclaw's like,
Why? What's the problem? Like, we're not doing anything.
and she's like,
I'm sorry, but you're not having no girl up in your room by yourself. Y'all can stay down here if you want, but you ain't gonna be up in the room alone. Like, sorry, but he's not allowed to have any girl up in his room by himself, and he knows that.
I was like, oh, this ain't none of my business. He gets a little feisty now. If I was his mom, I would have smacked him upside the head after he said this. He was like,
Mom, I am not asking you. I am telling you. Me and Chrissy are going upstairs in my room and we're not doing anything.
I was like,
Oh shit!
hey, she's like,
You ain't paying no bills. This ain't your house. Like, you're not going up to your room with this girl by yourself.
This whole time you can feel the tension is building up, but he's still telling me to go to his room. I walk my ass right down the stairs. I'm standing next to Judy and we're just watching them argue because he keeps on telling her we're not doing anything, so what is the problem? And it gets to the point where like she's just getting irritated, like,
you're gonna have hell to pay.
He goes,
alright, then I'll pay it. I'll pay it later. But we're going to my room.
I was like, I'm not going nowhere. And eventually me and Judy had to get out the house. Bumbleclot closes the door and him and his mom are talking for literally about like 20 to 30 minutes. So me and Judy are outside waiting for about 30 minutes until Bumbleclot finally comes out and is like, alright, let's go. Let's go back to his house. I was like, okay, so is everything okay? He's like,
no, but it's okay, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be dealing with it.
I'm like, hell to the nah. My anxiety's dealing with it right now. Just saying, y'all, girls out there, just because the dude is telling you it's okay to be at the house doesn't mean it is okay. It's not his house, it's his mom or his dad's house. Respect the mom and the dad. So it's funny because at one point Bumbleclot goes to his mom.
You let go up in my room all the time and you don't care.
His mom goes,
he's gay.
He has to go to me and Judy. He's like, y'all kiss or something. I'm like, for one, no. For two, don't you think it's a little bit too late for that? Because y'all both know I ain't gay. If I was gay, I wouldn't be here right now. And so it's funny because him and his mom have a little game going on. He's opening the door and she's closing it. And they go back and forth, opening, closing. And every time he opens the door, you can just hear her screaming.
Listen, you're letting flies in my house. Pretty sure neighbors can hear us right now. I swear to God, get out my house. I'm gonna call the cops.
And this whole time, Bumbleclot's like,
don't listen to her, don't listen to her. She's just bluffing, Just go straight to my room. Put on your headphones, put on your beats, ignore her, go straight to the room.
Remember when I told you guys that as soon as you open the door, it's the living room and the staircase to his room. So his mom is screaming her head off, standing next to the staircase. And it's like, how the hell do you want me to just, one, ignore the screaming lady, and two, go up to your room? Like, I can't just walk past her and I'm not gonna disrespect her. Just yelling her ass off, threatening to call the cops. And at this point, she's telling him to get out of her house and to not come back, and that he's disrespecting her. Me and Judy this whole time are just standing there like, we're low-key laughing, we're low-key tired, we're low-key annoyed. And eventually, it's just like, we cannot do this anymore. When he notices that we are not gonna come, like, he even invites Judy up to the room as well. And she's like, I'm not having it. Your mom is crazy. He gives it up. So throughout this whole duration, we're taking about 40 minutes to try to go up to his room. And we're just like, just go back to Judy's house. And then a couple minutes later, I just pull up an Uber. I'm just like over it. I'm not really mad, but it's just like, you kind of wasted my time. If this has ever happened to you, try to go to your boyfriend, girlfriend's house, or even try to sneak into their house. If you failed or if you succeeded, please comment down below and let me know your story, because this is ridiculous as hell. If you liked, chuckled, giggled just a little bit, if you laughed at this story at least once, please subscribe to my channel. This is my first story time, so I'm still learning, but there's gonna be many more story times to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to have this video up right now. And I hope y'all have a good day. I don't really have an ending saying. We're gonna work on that. Bye guys.
She the girl, she the girl, she the girl.